Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Michaela here, and welcome to a brand new speed build. This time it's a mansion, and I don't really like building large houses, so this is again a bit out of my comfort zone as the countryside house, but I had so much fun. But also it made me realize how much I don't like building large houses, so don't expect me to build them very frequently from now on. So definitely one of a kind. I liked it, but not my cup of tea, really. The mansion is quite big, but I built it as a bachelor mansion, sort of. So there's only one bedroom. But I can later show you which rooms you could turn possibly into like a family home. I kind of struggled with the floor plan and how I wanted it to look, so I later changed some of the stuff on the outside off camera because I was trying all kinds of different stuff. And I also started doing it before the patch came out, so when I do the front of the house right here, I use different windows and they still have that glitch, so later on it's not there anymore because I finished it with the patch in. This video is quite long. It's even when I cut it like majorly, it's still really long. So I try to cut it as much as possible. So when I put all the footage together and speed it up, it was like 35 minutes I think, so I cut a lot out. I cut the bathroom out, I cut the sauna room out, I cut a lot of me trying whatever wasn't or was working. Also I changed a lot of stuff, so the pool is going to be different, that's why I cut me doing the pool out. Also the garage that you can see in the corner is again, I redid it differently. I spend a lot of time in debug looking for stuff, so there's a lot of things that I cut out. As I said, it's a bachelor's mansion sort of, so there's only one bedroom, but I also used a lot of the spaces as like open plan without any floor or anything. So it's very open plan, very airy, a lot of light from the outside, and yeah. So, the story behind it. So the idea for this build came about a month and a half ago when I was on vacation with my family. And I couldn't build, so I was thinking, what could I build when I come back home? So I drew a couple of houses that I pretty much already built. And this was one of them because it was inspired by my big, but rediscovered passion that I used to be into when I was a lot younger, which was the Formula 1. And I used to love it when I was a kid. I used to watch it with my dad. I used to play the old games on the computer, and I loved it. I just loved the sport, and I got back into it during the quarantine because I was watching the Try to Survive series on Netflix, and I loved it so much. It just made me realize how interesting and amazing the sport is, how complex and how many people it takes to win a race or a championship. So it was very, very nice to get back to it. So this was inspired by it. So it's the racing drivers mansion, and because my favorite team is Scuderia Ferrari, I decided to do everything in red. Now, I am not a big fan of red. I don't like red color personally, but Ferrari is red, so I decided to go with the Ferrari theme. So, hope you like it. You can change the swatches if you want, so if you don't like red like I don't, you can just do whatever you want with it. Here I am trying to figure out the floor plan of the house because it was quite a tricky one. I had it laid out before, but not really everything works when you draw it on paper. So I tried to do as much as possible with it, so I could use all the space and don't have like free space. I mean, that's the thing about me not liking mansions, because they are huge and I like to clutter. So if I build a huge mansion, I have the urge and need to clutter it up, and it takes me forever. I this mansion's footage was like, without speeding it up, I think 5 hours, 6 maybe, and it was just, oh, I like it, but the thing that I like about smaller houses is that you can start over quite quickly. So you just built a tiny house or a small home, and you quickly, we're quickly done, and you can just change into something else. So you don't have to worry about, running out of ideas, or maybe getting bored with the theme or with the color scheme or anything. But it was fun. I had so much fun with the garden because it's a huge lot, 50 by 40 if I'm not mistaken. And I went overboard with debug plans. I even put like a Ponte to the front of the house, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. Now this is the open plan living area, so that's the kitchen. In the front, in the middle is the dining area, and at the back, with a stunning view of Delta Valley, is the living room, which is really nice. Really cozy, but very, I don't know, the house, I used a lot of clutter to make it homey, but still it gives me like a very, I don't know, like not very used house, because, the racing drivers travel a lot because they compete in every continent, every country, different countries, different continents every weekend, and they're not at home that much. So it felt like it's lived in, but not as much. So that's the whole thing I was kind of going for. The living spaces are kind of lived in, but the spaces, some of other spaces are not as used, not as frequently used as others. So that's kind of nice. I really have fun. It's something totally different. I mean, it's modern, which is right up my alley, but it's something a little bit different when it comes to cluttering and figuring out space. Here, it's like the hallway between garage and the living spaces, and I used this thing, and you can see it as like a trophy display. So like trophies and mini cars, stuff like that. This is like the area with another trophies, some kind of not diplomas, what's it called, like like framed prices, whatever. One thing which was kind of weird, I was building it, for a couple of days as I had time, and at one point I lost a couple of parts of the house. So for example, here at the chair for knitting, I lost a lot of the pictures on the wall. I don't know where they went, just disappeared. This nook I had to do again as well because it disappeared on me for some reason. Kind of don't know why. Yeah. I used a lot of posters from Get Famous with the movies and stuff because I thought it was appropriate. There are also some racing driver helmet stuff in one of the posters. So first thought I would turn the garage on the right side into a cinema room, which I tried. I don't have a movie hangout, so I don't have the cinema room, but there is this huge TV in Get Famous, I think. But I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. And when I tried to emphasize the fact that it's for racing driver, I put like a hypercar that's found in debug in front of the garage. So I was like, okay, I can do the garage as a garage. So there's like a lot of clutter. It's not usable for anything. It's just clutter. All kinds of what are there? Tires from the Eco Lifestyle debug and stuff like that. So if you decide to download this house, you can do it into anything else. You can make it into maybe a kid's bedroom if you want to use it for family living, for example. So you can make it into anything you really want. Yeah. So when I think this is the bedroom, the only bedroom in the house. It's one bedroom, one bathroom. But again, you can add some rooms. You can change some rooms into something else. yeah, here I was trying to figure out the front of the house. So I was looking for like a roundabout kind of thing. So I put the round floor piece here. So it would, be like a round piece. And I was struggling putting the tiles underneath it, so I had to move it around a lot so it would be good. Didn't really work, so I needed to shuffle it out a little bit. You can see a car in there, but that's not the one that I used later. Yeah, now I already turned the garage. This is the car that I ended up using because it's quite nice looking car, you have to say. It's very modern and very expensive looking. I wish that it had a lot of like other color swatches because I would prefer in red, Ferrari theme, but yeah, it doesn't, unfortunately. So here we are, doing the gate into garage because it's an expensive car, so you want to have protection for it, you know. Yeah, now I was playing with it because it just didn't work with the garage door at the outside that I put there. Yeah, the garage, I cut it out because I wasn't thinking. So there was a lot of clutter, a lot of like utilities, a bike. So a lot of this is the game room which I was talking about. So if you end up downloading this house and you want to make it into a family home, don't hesitate to change this one into like a toddler bedroom, or it can be even like a child's bedroom. Works just fine. I made it into like a game room, so there's a darts and a foosball table, and like a couch and some posters as well. So it's just like a random room, so you can just delete everything and turn it into a kid's bedroom if you want to make it, or you can make it into like a. If you want to use this, you can use it for anything. It's not really racing track. It's for an athlete because on the other side of this floor it's a big gym, but you can change it into anything. You can put a musician in there, you can put an artist in there, or a celebrity in any way, performer, or anything. Here I am kind of playing with the office area. I mean, racing driver probably doesn't need an office, but they play games too. So maybe like for playing games and stuff, just sitting there with a computer, looking out of the window on the beautiful Saltdale Valley. So I used the shells up from base game, I think, and this very matching. It's like a bedside table, but it fitted perfectly with it, and it looked like an IKEA desk that I have right here in front of me. So it looks perfect. I have a pretty similar one, although it's white and it's a bit higher, but pretty much the same one. So cluttering up a car put there because racing driver about to. I put a lot of plants in the house, but when the racing driver is out away, so they kind of need someone who will take care of the house for them because the plants would probably die without them taking care of them. So yeah, pretty much it. Here is the gym. It's a quite big gym, so I put everything you can possibly think of. Now, if you don't have Spa Day, you can obviously substitute it with base game, which I think it might be well. If you download the house and you don't have Spa Day, I think it will substitute those stuff from Spa Day for the ones from base game, or maybe fitness stuff if you have that. But I don't know. I think it does substitute stuff. I don't know. Now I was like going back and forth between outside and inside. It's just it's a bit chaotic. I was just feeling it for the outside. So this is the patio area, the big pool. Here's going to be like a relax area. I put a basketball. How is it called? Basketball bin? No, whatever. The thing you throw basketballs into. This is the gym again. I put a lot of stuff from Spa Day, so if you don't have it, I'm sorry, you just have to redo it yourself. The treadmill, the weightlifting machine, there is the relaxing bed, sort of. No idea how it's called. And you can so the if you can have a massage. There's like also a yoga mat so you can have, or the chair for the foot massages. So there is everything you could possibly need from a gym. So perfect for that. It's a really huge one. I wish I had a gym like that. I mean, not really sure I would use it anyway, but probably won't. But I would like to have like a separate room for my. I think the only thing I would need would be a treadmill and a yoga mat. So it could be a lot smaller than this. I put the whiteboard there from Discover University, I think. So, you can plan your workouts there. Very handy. I didn't really know what to do with this kind of terrace area on top of the garage, but I turned it into a hot tub area. So there's a hot tub, and there is also like a sunbath to relax after or before you go into the hot tub. Everything works. I play tested a lot, but I might have missed something, so I'm sorry in advance if I did, because there is a lot of stuff to play test in this house. So I'm sorry if I missed something, but it's possible that I did. So if you have problems with anything, I'm sorry. Just, you'll have to deal with it. And moving on to the top of the house, which is sort of a lounge area, and it has a stunning view of the city. I mean, I tried it in night, and I turned the colors, the lightning to like night, and it's so freaking amazing. Just the view is pretty. So there is a closet, there are couches, so you can just hang out by the fireplace, talk, have friends over for a party, something like that. But if you have a family, you can again turn this into one of the bedrooms. Now moving on to the outside of the house. This is the Ponte I was talking about. I was trying to use as much stuff from debug around the pool, and not pool as well, but around this pond sort of thing. But it's still the whole build comes in 210,000 simoleons, which I have no idea where it came from. I literally don't. This is a handy trick for those of you who like to do a lot of landscaping. If you struggle with putting rocks on the underneath something, or with the terrain as well, you can put it on like a lower level, and then you can move with it freely. So that's really handy, especially when you're working with ponds, which I do a lot. Again, adding plants from the debug menu. I was going for like a normal kind of plants and a mix of some like succulents and stuff. I think they're from like Oasis Springs type of thing. They look really cute. So they have been very, very helpful to make it look realistic. It's very cute. I skipped a lot because it takes forever to do those freaking sorry, I lost the thread. To do the landscaping, it takes a lot of time, so I skipped through it because no one really needs it. I left the lower right corner of the lot pretty much empty because I didn't really know what to put in there. I was thinking about maybe doing like a display of cars, so I could pull some cars out of a debug and put it in there, but I wasn't really sure if it's a good idea, so I just left it plain. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to play with family, you can put like swings in there or anything. Just do your thing. Now it's the lounge area on the outside. I really love this. I would love to have this, sitting on the couch, overlooking the pool, and having that perfect view of Saltdale Valley. Just amazing. The outside barbecue area. There is a bar as well. And that's going to pretty much wrap up the video for today. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, maybe give me a subscribe as well if you're not already. And you can find this build on my gallery. My ID is mysixsims. And yeah, that's probably it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you are having an amazing day. For me, it's Thursday, now that I am doing the voiceover. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, where the video is going to be coming up. So I hope you're enjoying your day, whatever you are, whenever you are, whatever the day is. And see you next time. Bye.